Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Welcome back to the Sable Family Channel. You have Mama Sable and Papa Sable over here driving. And guys, we're just going to do a little vlog today. I know you've been seeing some of the videos for all the family fun. And I kind of been in and out. Been a busy week. Like every day been busy for me. But we out on spring break. We left the kids at home. They're probably not happy about that, but they'll be all right. We got a whole week with them, so.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they'll be okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go get something to eat.
We're about to go eat at a place that I probably hadn't eaten at since I was in my late teens. As a matter of fact, maybe we'll just allow you to drive along with us. Maybe Mama Sable has some things she want to share with you. Who knows?
Who knows?
Parents like when we vlog.
Yes. Make sure you like though, guys. You see the video. We love when you share it. We love when you share it. First of all, we want to say thank you to all of those who have subscribed to our channel, who's been supporting, looking at us. It's been funny because my husband's been going around saying, man, somebody seen me and was like, hey, aren't you that YouTuber? And so it's crazy because we wasn't expecting that at this soon, at least.
Exactly.
With, as we're still, trying to build our YouTube channel. So it's been really, really great. And then we both work in education. So when, and it's not like we promote our YouTube channel to anybody there. It's just, I don't know how they're picking it up and seeing it, but there are. So that means you guys are sharing it to the people you know. And they're like, hey, Miss, and I saw your YouTube channel, and hey Mama Sable, and I was like, okay. So it's a little funny. Even parents that drive by to me, I see your YouTube channel. You look good. And so it's just really funny. So it's again, we appreciate you guys definitely subscribing to our channel and sharing it, and those comments, and just laughing and just enjoying our family. We're semi-large family, I guess you can say. 7 people.
We're large
considered
family.
But we're a large
considered
family.
A large family.
2
parents, 6 kids.
Yeah,
that's a large family.
We have there's not a dull moment in our home ever. You hear what I say? Ever. Even when kids supposed to be sleeping, it's still never dull. It's something going on.
Parents can relate to that one.
Yeah, so it's never a dull moment in our home. We're always having something going on. Somebody's always complaining, fussing, fighting, yelling. They ain't got enough TV time. Just all of that. And you know what? So since today is an actual device day for the kids, because we do set days that they can have devices, because we know healthy screen time is great time. We don't want them to get so always on the screen doing things, always on the computer, always on the phone, always scrolling through social media. So we have days that they can be having those devices, because we want to make sure they have healthy screen time. There's nothing wrong with watching. We like to watch YouTube, and we like to watch other shows and get on and maybe play some games. I'm not really a person that plays a lot of games, but the kids love it.
Me either.
But we even monitor what games they actually get to play too. Yes. Parents out there, if you're one of those parents that do that, let us know in the comment section. So I know it seems like, some people might think like, oh, that's harsh, but it is definitely healthy with all that's going on in the world. Like, it's just way too much. And it's not like we're just typically trying to shield them from what's going on. We just like, okay,
you don't need to know everything.
You don't need to know everything, because sometimes things get out and you'd be surprised how it affect your kids. Mind, how they decisions too. We done seen people, watch stuff on TikTok, and then all of a sudden, they trying these challenges, and then the parent is having to deal with such dramatic stress, from that particular, what they saw on TikTok or whatever. So we really try to focus and monitor on that. So that's just how we do it over here in the Sable household. We want to make sure that, our kids are protected, because that's our job to do, is to protect them. Mm-hmm. And when they become adults, hopefully they follow suit, and some of those things continue to resonate with them, and then they do the same thing with their kids. But if not, at least we know, hey, we protected you while you were young. But you do when you're an adult. Out of our house, it's clearly up to you. It's clearly up to you. So you held accountable for things that you choose to do when you're an adult. But while you're here, we want to make sure we protect your ears, your eyes, your heart, everything, because we don't want you to experience stuff that you don't have to necessarily experience at this age. So, all right, we're back. Back with another video. I know a YouTuber that does that, and I'm like, why? But whatever. I'm back. Everybody got their own little thing they like to do to kind of get the people, engage the audience. And so I'm like, okay, but I do be like, why? But to each his own. But again, what I was saying, I like to eat. I like candy. But if I've gotten better though, I don't eat it.
Gotten much better.
I have gotten a lot better with it, but I still, if I have an option, I was like, oh, just give me some gummies. I enjoy gummies, and it's like a particular gummy that I really like.
Those.
It's what an but they're like gluten free. They're really good too. So for my gluten free people that can't eat gluten, I'm gonna have to find them gummies, posted one day. They are extremely good. They're extremely good. And so I really like those particular gummies, the bears and the worms. I like them a lot. I always get the big bag, and the big bag is about between $6. Depending on where you're going, they might be about $8. So it depends on which store you go to, because some certain stores like to get you for that gluten-free stuff, because they like that's healthy. So let us charge you a little bit more for the healthy stuff. And don't that make y'all wonder why they charge you more to be healthy? Like they just want you not to be healthy, so they're gonna make the unhealthy stuff cheaper. That's not right, guys. That's not right. Somebody need to talk to the FDC. What is it? What's the people? FDCA? Yeah, them people. FDA. Them people right there. Tell them stop making healthy food expensive. If people trying to be healthy, you ain't seen they got all the stuff that's supposed to help your body, cost more. And the unhealthy stuff is cheaper.
Sable family, we are here, and I guess we'll show you where we're at. So let us go ahead and we'll get back to you in about a few seconds. All right, guys. Before we let you know where we are, where do you think we are? We're gonna give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess I'll give you this one hint. You can make your own burger here, and it was just purchased by someone and some organization. So what do you think? Where do you think we are? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For those who see that, we are at Fuddruckers. So we're just about to. It's been about a little over 20 years since I've eaten at this establishment. So it's not too far from our home. So we're about to go in here and enjoy. As a matter of fact, we're going to take you along with us, and you will see us being able to either make our burger, or we'll just make our burger and then we'll sit down with you and we'll have a conversation with you. How about that? So let's go. All right, Sable fan, we are back. We finally got our food, which actually didn't take as long as it seemed. It's a long line. Look, people want this food, and this is a really good food. The burger I got a burger, but I got a Cajun style burger. So it's beef with the Adela sausage and some other things that they put on it, with some pepper jack cheese. I went ahead and just put some lettuce and tomato, and now I'm about to put this Fudd sauce on it, this Fuddrucker sauce. The sauce reminds me of Cane's. That it's in the same flavor category, and these wedges are really good. They don't seem like they were bought and then deep fried and then given to you. It seem like something, like they're relatively fresh from somewhere else. So still a little warm too, but
ain't nothing like hot food.
Nothing.
I like fresh hot food. Don't give me no warm. Yeah. I want it hot. When it's hot, I know it's just got cooked. At least that's what I think. But they could have just dipped it again.
Let me show y'all this burger. It also has bell pepper on it too. Look at that.
This burger looks really good, but I went with the simple something because I didn't want to.
Hopefully, I'm not disappointed, guys. Hopefully, I'm not disappointed.
Would it be my first time? I didn't want to go out too far out. But before we eat this fry, go ahead and let's say a little thank you to the Most High for this food He's allowing us to eat today. So let's eat. They had some jalapeno cheese sauce, so I wanted to try it with the fries and see how it tastes. And it's actually good. And it does have a jalapeno kick to it, yeah.
I like jalapenos, guys, but
I like spice.
I don't like it. I don't like it all the time. I don't mind it like with nacho cheese a little bit, like nachos or something. But just to eat it, I can't do that. I'm not really a spicy kind of guy.
I got my shake.
Got a shake and some extra shake too.
I have some extra.
Yeah,
y'all know how like usually when you order something and they're making it, they don't give you the extra. Like if it's extra, they just go ahead and just put it back. I don't know what they do with it, but normally it doesn't go into my stuff.
Let's get to this burger.
I'm excited.
I'm going to tell you exactly what it tastes like.
I'm going to get this bite in first.
Anytime you hear Cajun, you think that Cajun is going to be good, right? Because most of the Cajun food you eat, when people make it, when it's authentic, it is good, right? So that's why I decided to do with the Cajun. And then when I heard about the sausage that they put on it, I like that sausage as well. So let's see how this goes.
The flavor in the meat. That's what's important to me. The meat flavor. It's good.
I'm not gonna put it down, guys. I'm just gonna keep it in this hand.
No, this is good.
It's good.
Let me taste mine. With the full butter sauce. I just got the half-pound meat well done. And I added my own veggies on it. But some lettuce, tomatoes, banana peppers, some jalapenos, and pickles. Oh. The meat is good. The meat is good. I'm going to taste a little piece of this meat. But that's what makes the burger. The flavor that comes out of the meat.
That meat is seasoned.
Nobody wants a plain burger. So here we go. I'm going to go from this side because I got this big old piece of
It's a good Dr. Pepper, y'all.
That's good.
That's good? This is good, y'all. I don't know what y'all want to talk about, but this burger is so good. I don't know if I can keep talking to you.
You think we should make everybody in the house go vegan for a week? Tuesday, no. I might do an actual good video.
You know what?
Because he doesn't eat anything veggie.
It would be funny how the boys react more or less than anybody. Because right now they're the pickiest eaters in the house because they're the youngest. So, one guy, he don't mind eating certain kind of vegetables, but he would not eat fruit. The other guy don't mind eating fruit. He don't want to really eat vegetables. So, man, could you imagine going vegan? Right? Because
they do have
like
meat
meat.
that looks like burgers.
They like
looks
meat.
like meat. But it's
So we're
vegan.
gonna trick them?
No, I think we have to
If
trick
it trick them first and then let them know
Then tell them,
afterwards.
hey, this is a vegan burger. It's not real meat. Because like when we first started doing fish, we didn't think Jonah was gonna like fish.
So we had to make him think it was chicken.
And he thought it was chicken because we fried it. And it was salmon and we fried it. And he likes fish. And then after he started eating, like, oh, this chicken good. I said, no, that's fish. I'm like, oh, I like fish. I'm like, yes, another meat. We gotta try to get him into a veggie some kind of vegetable, this boy did not eat any veggies. He would not eat any veggies. Like, I think I saw for short, but we tried to get him to eat a green bean, and he was acting like he's about to die.
You don't like the juice in the green bean.
He was just like, I was like, maybe a carrot. You don't have any juice in it. Maybe you'll try a carrot.
Maybe you'll try a carrot.
And he don't like sauce, so it's not like you can say, well, hey, try with this with ranch or try with this, because he don't like sauce. He don't like any kind of condiment.
Yeah, he's not a sauce kind of guy.
So he eats a burger, he eats just the cheese, meat, and bones. No condiment at all.
That's his burger. I will finish his burger. This burger is really good.
Okay. Take some napkins on the other side.
Those juices are gathering in the middle of this burger.
The meat is so good. And I don't taste burgers that supposedly come from like a really nice restaurant and the flavor is not necessarily there. You have to make it flavorful with all the condiments and all that kind of stuff. So it's just kind of,
Exactly.
well, the meat is has so much. It's packed with flavor. It's really good.
It is. So good.
I'm very well pleased with foot burgers, especially my first time eating. And it's been around for a long time. You know, been invited to come to foot burgers, but never came. Never
Again,
went.
I was a teenager. So, it was maybe late teens. So I would say it's been over 25 years. Over 25 years since I've been to a Footlockers. And if I'm trying to remember, but I can guarantee you it seems like it tastes better today than it did that time. And it could be because obviously they didn't have a Cajun burger. I wasn't introduced to a deli sausage. Then, you know, I really wasn't into bell peppers and all that other kind of stuff. So it could be the fact that my taste buds have, or my palate has matured enough to where now I can enjoy food. You know, sometimes when you're older, that's, you know, junk food just don't work. Fast food just don't work. Yeah. So this is one of those places where it's a bit fast, but it's not the same. This burger isn't nothing like a Whataburger, a McDonald's burger, a Burger King burger, not even a Chick-fil-A burger. This right here seems fresh, right? It's fresh, it's made to order, and it's sensational in the way that it tastes. I mean, I could eat this burger tomorrow, but I wouldn't. It'd be too much for me.
I probably should have took the shredded lettuce, because this is a lot of lettuce. Granted, I like lettuce, but it's a lot. Yeah.
Kudos to Footlockers.
That sauce is good.
The sauce is good. Your burgers are delicious. And you have the best wedge fries that I've ever tasted in so-called fast food, middle of the, you know, line establishment. Kudos to the CEO for making things happen. So
I think what makes the burger so good too, because it's made to order. Yeah, that's why I said what other fast food or comfort food restaurant you like. That's not like a Burger King or McDonald's. Because it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare, because we know they're not cooking it fresh. What a burger, every now and then.
And sometimes what's going to happen is somebody might order something before you, and they could be 2 or 3 cars up, and they decide they didn't want that. And instead of throwing the burger away, they keep the burger. You order something similar to the burger. They wipe off some stuff from that burger. They put on what's on that burger. Then when you taste that burger, you realize it's been sitting for a while. That happens too much in establishments like that.
The fountain drink machine is down, and so they have canned drinks, and so they give you like two cans as a, I guess it's equivalent to getting a refill. When actually it's probably in reality it's really not, because you know when you get the fountain drink you can go up there 3-4 times and get a drink, but now you can only get 2 refills, which is probably better anyway because then you don't drink too much soda. Got his second Dr. Pepper. I'm actually getting full, like I said, because I haven't really been eating as much as I normally do. And I think my like I can't eat as much. Because remember yesterday you brought me a big sausage and all I took maybe about 3 bites. And I couldn't even
about
eat
half
it.
of it.
I was like, I'm done. I've been getting food and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like my stomach, my appetite, I still like to eat. I still get hungry. But I don't eat as much. I'm just incorporating with the exercise and then taking those days where I don't eat meat and might just do like veggies and stuff and fruit. So that's
One thing about kids, parents know, one thing about kids, what you do not finish, they are more than willing to finish. I promise you. It took her all of 1 second to be able to give that piece of sausage away. Because there was an 11-year-old inside the house, inside the room, looking at it like, oh, I can't wait. Because they know sometimes we'll get things and, you know, when we eat, most of the time we're not eating to where, oh, I'm so full. We eat to where we feel full and we might take a couple more bites and we're done. And the kids know that. They know that we do not just we don't overeat, we don't stuff ourselves. So you know what they do? They start calling dibs. Mama, Daddy, if you're not, Mama and Daddy, you don't want this. Mama and Daddy, you don't fit.
yeah, we become one name when they want something.
Mama, Daddy.
Mama, Daddy.
Daddy, Mama.
One word.
Like one word, one person. I guess
Mama,
we are
Daddy.
one technically. So
Not Mama and Daddy, Mama, Daddy.
Mama, Daddy. They forget about the and. That's how they are. Some of you parents probably already get that too. They just hey, look, you're linked.
Yeah, who do, if my parents out there, somewhere in the comments section, type in, who do your kids go to the most?
I don't like to be awakened out of my sleep because it's difficult for me to go back to sleep. My wife, on the other hand, she can go back She can go back to sleep almost immediately. Mm-hmm. For me, I'll be up for 2-3 hours. And then I have to be somewhere that same morning. It doesn't work out for me like that. So I like to sleep as long as I can because there's days where I can only sleep 5 hours. There's been days where all I can get is 3.5 hours because I had to go to my second job or something. So I do not want to be awakened at all. I want to get as much sleep as I can because I will go from one job, get off from that job, have about 10 minutes to myself, and then I have to clock into the next period. So and I would have to do that days on end, boom, 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 boom. And then I get a break for a few days, and then I have to do it all over again the next week. So that's why. Don't come to my side of the bed.
Yeah, I should see me trying to keep them from knocking on the door. I'm not knocking on the door. I don't want to wake them up because I don't want to hear the complaining or the going on about if I get up and let me God and da. I'm like, please don't knock on the door. I'm like, listen, don't knock on the door. And that button, it's just a little bit less than this melting.
Yeah, do that.
Mm-hmm.
to figure out how to do this, y'all.
And they would knock on the door. It's mainly like our boys though.
It's mainly the boys. But sometimes them big girls act like they don't have no understanding about them knocking on the door.
Sometimes.
I think they think because they know somebody's up in the room that they get to knock on the door and only their mom is going to hear. I'm not a deep sleeper, even though I might sleep deep for 2 or 3 hours in the night. But at some point, I'm up. Great thing about this week is I can be okay with it because I don't have to go to work because it's spring break. That's the great thing about it, guys.
And I never think I can go straight back to sleep all the time. Sometimes I can't. I may go close my eyes and just kind of lay down and kind of soothe my brain, but I'm not sleeping. I just kind of be.
This is good.
It is good. And so, and I typically get up early anyway. It's the natural me. Like I don't want to try to get up. I'm gonna set my alarm to get up early. I get up early. So they may come if they coming into my room at 3 o'clock. An hour later, I'm about to get up anyway. So sometimes it don't necessarily affect me, but then I'm like, my alarm is set for like 5:30. But I typically be getting up before the alarm even go off. Unless I don't want to sleep extremely late, like after 12 or 1 or 2. Well, really sometimes after 1 or 2, because if it's after 12, I'm still up. I can still get up at early.
And if somebody come tapping on their door, even if they do this, boom, I'm up. I'm up. You parents, you know how that is, because in some cases, I think what happens is our ears get even more sensitive because we have kids. Mm-hmm. So every piece of noise, it's almost like we're in protective mode all day. Like you don't get the time to really rest, right? Because all the noise, whether in your room or outside your room, you're always trying to figure out who is it. Especially as a father, I'm always trying to figure out, or as a man, I'm trying to figure out, who's in my house. If somebody's in my house, let me go figure this out. Let me go check out these noises. And then there's some days where these dudes are waking us up because it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They've turned it on something which they think is funny, and they are cracking up laughing like there's nowhere to be the next day.
Yeah.
These dudes are just laughing out loud, like literally LOL, and we're like,
they're not laughing, they're fussing with each other about who's gonna watch what on TV.
Sometimes, but today was Noah laughing out loud. This dude, like belly laughing, like he was at a comedy show or something. Like, who are you listening to? I didn't even figure out what he was listening to, because I didn't want him to know that I was up. So I just went to sleep. It's spring break. I'm going to sleep. I know it can only be like 2 or 3 things, and that's it. But that we allowed them to watch, and whatever it was, he found it extremely funny.
Yeah.
So I left it alone today. This week I'm gonna probably leave it alone too.
I like when they laugh. A house that don't have any laughter is a dead house.
Yeah.
How do you have kids and have no laughter in the house? Like, there has to be some kind of laughter. So I love to hear when he's like laughing really loud. Now, is it annoying? Yeah, but I really do. Especially if I'm sleeping. But I do love to hear when he's just laughing, because it just shows. Because he's already had like this really. He has a sense
really
of
good
humor.
Yeah, he has
a sense of humor. So he said things that are unimaginably funny.
He might have gotten a combination of me and my wife.
Like, it's like, okay, that was funny, but he's not trying to be funny. He just naturally says things that are funny. And we were like, we gotta turn our head and try not to laugh. And sometimes we just can't. We just be laughing because he has a sense of humor.
But he and his brothers have a sense of humor, like.
Jonah has his sense of humor. He knows how to shut his big sisters down. with a mere word or a phrase, and then they be like, Tuna.
And he just walks away.
And he walks away.
He walks away.
He walks away because he has did what he was assigned to do.
Yeah,
make y'all
his is a little bit more sharp, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit more sharp.
Reading mind. Like he just know how to come with a quick comeback and drop it and move on. Like if he gets you upset, he know he won.
Exactly.
And he moves on. And you do this with him, walk away as if, okay, well, I did what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't give him no reaction, he will continue. You got to give him some kind of reaction. If you give him a reaction, then he knows he did his job. Other than that, he's going to keep going until he gets it done. And then that's when they get annoyed. And then once they get annoyed, then he walks away. He leaves it alone.
Like yesterday, we were all downstairs. Well, Mommy was upstairs. We were all downstairs, and I made a comment to his sister Miracle, his big sister Miracle. She was sitting on the edge of the couch, and she said something, and he had a whole comment locked and loaded to shoot her down, and she was able to get him not to say anything. Because he looked at her like, should I just go ahead and tell you what's on my mind? And then instead he just kept walking by. But she was able to stop him this time. But usually she's not able to stop him. Mm-hmm. So I think he probably stopped because I was in the place too. And he probably thought, if I say this one, I'm not going to have to just deal with her. I got to deal with Daddy. So let me just keep him off shut this time. So he just walked along and just kept doing what he had to do. But he was ready to get her. These guys are funny. These guys are funny, man. You'll see it more and more in the videos, especially as they grow up. I think when it comes to natural humor, I think it's one of those things where I definitely know that he gets it from my side. I'm not saying that he doesn't, because my wife, she can be a comedian at times, especially when she's around her family. She can be a comedian, and it's funny. It makes me chuckle sometimes. I'm like, this woman right here. But I know it because I can see my grandmother, my father's mother, had a very sharp tongue, man, quick with it, and my father is also the same way, quick. And myself and my brothers are quick, like with it. We're really quick with combats, right?
Jonah and Noah both they each have a side of it, because their dad has two sides. He has a Noah side and a Jonah side. He has a side that he ain't even trying to be funny, but when he says it, it's like, that was wrong. You should have said that. And laugh. But then with Jonah, like, he has a way to get like this really sharply comeback that'll make you very upset and make you say something like, well, go ahead, get you all mad, and then he just shuts it down and be done with it. That's Jonah. So he knows how, because he does that. Like siblings, sometimes he say stuff, especially when his sisters, he'll say something really, really feminist and
not feminist, because I'm not
a feminist, but like just really that would annoy another woman. Like seriously, he have done it, man, he'll get them real upset, and then he'll just start laughing. And I was like, and they like,
and it's all to get a response out of it.
And once you get a response, he's done. But if you don't get a response, he's gonna keep going. He's gonna keep going because he's gonna try to figure out, okay, that didn't work. Let me try something else. And that's Jonah. That's Jonah straight up. And so that's what's so funny, because people look at me like, that's your husband. Like, y'all don't want to let him get you upset. Like,
she already knows the deal.
Like,
she already knows the deal.
There's no way that's the thought pattern he has when it comes to he's married to me, because I'm not gonna deal with that kind of pattern. But y'all honestly allow that to get you upset. Because I think like early on in our marriage, he told just one lady, I'm not gonna say her name, but he said to her, talking about women belong in the house, bathroom, plate. Oh my gosh. OMG. Well, she was hot. She was mad. I came up there. What you? I was like, she looked at me and I said, you literally let him get you like that. Literally. I just thought, I said, that's your fault. Because it's no way. You think he think that. And you think I'm okay with him thinking like that. I'm like, oh. I said, well, yeah. But you took him serious. And so I laughed, but she was mad. She was hot for a while. He was hot for a while. He done ticked a lot of women off with his comments like that.
And I go back home
And he goes
to my
back
beautiful
home,
wife.
and
I had no issues.
And there's no way. I'm like, yeah, I'm bad feelings. I'm pregnant, but I ain't gonna be in no kitchen cooking. Unless I want to.
I guess I like to provoke. I like to provoke people when I know
like to provoke
they have a particular
like,
issue.
He gets off. That kind of
probably.
Like, he gets off of that kind of stuff. Like seriously, because he'll say stuff and be like, what? I mean, because he don't say stuff crazy to me, and I'm like, really? And then he'll just kind of laugh and I'm like, I always got something to say. And trying to figure out how you can get me all upset and then like,
no, not upset.
You taking me? You should know when I'm joking. Sometimes I just don't know. Sometimes I'm not even in the mood for the joke, and I probably wouldn't know it's a joke if I'm in the mood for the joke. When I'm not in the mood for the joke and you're joking, now my whole emotions is up and I'm like, you know what? Let me go over here because I'm not about to deal with this. And he's like, I just joking. Just don't take it so serious. I'm like, man, I ain't in the mood for a joke. Everybody don't want to laugh. We the only one laughing.
I like laughing.
I don't know why. But,
extremely serious, but I like laughing as well.
But with me, I like to be funny. I like to joke around. And I love to see people laugh. So I make a lot of jokes, even at work. I just do stuff and I make people laugh. I can be thoroughly, really sad and things going on, but I think that's my way of coping with a lot of grief and sadness and stuff like that I may have experienced, or even anger. I say something and I just get them having folks laughing, and then before I know it, I'm not even dealing with that anymore. Even with people get upset and mad, I just say something real funny or something crazy, just off the wall, and they'll be like, oh, you crazy. I'm like, yeah. And I just get to laughing because I like to laugh. Laugh is good for the soul. So it really is like medicine, especially for me. So I use it to kind of gain my momentum and keep me sane. I like to laugh. I told me I could be a comedian, but you don't think I could.
Making people laugh isn't the same.
No, I think I can be a comedian.
Because now you have to formalize.
I can formalize jokes.
Okay,
I don't do it.
I'll tell you what.
But I think I can.
She's going to do a 3-minute set.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? For us before the end of this year. So she's going to come out and you're going to be the judge on whether or not she could actually be a comedian. And you better tell her the truth, because listen, I will too.
My family itself is already funny. Me telling, because that's what a lot of comedians do. They take their life experiences and joke about it. Mm-hmm. My life experiences within itself are funny, but sad. Remember how Kevin Hart was talking about his dad? And how his dad was talking about, you better sit with your chest, and joking about how his dad was, doing drugs and stuff. It was really sad, but it was really funny. Because, the things that happen, you be like, man, that's sad. But you was laughing. That's the thing, my family has, within itself, there's some funny things that have happened. When you look at it, I can't believe that didn't happen. But it becomes really funny. So I think just investing in our life experiences and being a parent and then working in education, and I think I got a strong 3-minute set.
We'll see. Hopefully she can do this before the end of this summer. Because I definitely want to see this, because we're going to stand there.
When we come back, August what?
I don't know. We need this. We need this in July.
July.
We need this. Okay. We need this in July.
I got
3
y'all
minutes.
July 3-minute company session.
We'll see.
Sit. I got it. I got this. I'm working.
Regardless of how good it is, bad it is, let it go viral. Make it go viral. It doesn't matter.
It won't be bad. It'll probably be darn funny, but it won't be bad. You probably won't think
in
it's
the
bad.
comedy world, it is. If it's not funny, it's bad. That's just what it is.
No, some crowds are hard.
Yeah, we're gonna be saying, me,
He's gonna be the main one.
No.
Don't give me a hard time.
I'm gonna listen. Because there's certain stories that you've told me where I think will resonate with a lot of people. Or not even resonate, but really make people laugh like crazy. When you start talking about, I don't want to say his name, but you know, the guy who, no. The guy who, I know his name, but I'm not going to say his name. The guy who stole the TV and pretended like he didn't know the TV was stolen. And he took it.
I'm telling you.
And he took it off.
I got some. I had musicians in there. I mean, I'm telling you, I got some really funny stuff. That
was hilarious.
And it's just funny, like stories when you're going to my brother. Like I don't really have. I think I have a strong company. I'm telling you, just 3 minutes, just pulling up them stories and talking about it.
So what you gonna say? Have you ever had a family member?
I'm saying I got
come up in your house, steal all your stuff, come back, you know they took it, and then they talking about they didn't know what happened to it, and then they say, I'm gonna go with you to look for it. And they the one who stole it. They know exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
And they looking all over the place.
Man.
When you gonna do something like that?
I'm telling you.
You're gonna take a sign for it.
I can take the crackhead approach. I can take the black mama approach. I can take the black young mama children who got kids approach. I can take the uncles and aunties approach, like husband approach. Like I got some funny stories. I got kids stories. I got work stories. Yeah, my life has been a comedy show for years. Like, and I feel like, man, that was funny. Like even with my brother, some things that happened with, like regarding to my brother, like it just.
See,
me
my
in
comedy,
school, just all kind of funny stuff. I got a lot of funny stuff.
My comedy is mine is more in banter. Like it's like this, right? I feed off of what you say, and then I can go back. So, if I were a comedian, I'll be funnier targeting the audience when they say something to me, or me say something to them and they come back. Because then I can use moments in the moment to be able to make it real right there, as opposed to trying to figure out what's funny. No, this is funny right here that I see right now. That I'm quicker with that. Now she has the stories to tell, so the stories are funny within themselves, right?
And then the way
she's animated.
Yeah.
She's animated,
that's
right?
What I said. I think I can do this thing. Maybe
she might actually be
really
decent. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of excited.
She's not going on the road. She's not going on the road.
Come on, man. Just one time. One that
she could definitely go.
Listen,
you can go one Sable flick special. How about that? We're gonna give you a Sable flick special. How about that? I'm telling you, the stories that you hear, like she got tons of them, man. In church, outside of church.
Yeah. Oh my God, my church stories.
Goodness, man.
Ooh, that's why I say I think I can.
You know what?
I can do comedy for a good time.
Maybe we should vlog, but then we can do story time and you just tell one of them stories. Oh my goodness! I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be hilarious. You're gonna be laughing.
I done seen some things, heard some things, know some things. So
yeah. Now we have to cover up the names,
me with the book, like coming, writing a book about just my life itself because of all the stuff that has happened, and then you think about people you're going to offend, but I guess I had to get past that point and be like, this is my life, this is my story. Like, you may not like the story, but that's how I narrate my story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still thinking, because I got a book. I'm thinking, I gotta.
Yep.
Tell them I got some stuff.
There's plenty. I'm telling you, it's enough. It's enough to make so much content on YouTube. Just her and her stories. If she do one story, right, and the stories probably won't last more than 10 minutes if it's just one story, 10 minutes or less, but they're gonna be hilarious. Probably less than really 10 minutes. It'll probably be more like a 6 or 7 minute. But I'm telling you, it's absolutely hilarious. Some of these stories, they're so funny that you would think that they're made up, but they be absolutely real. Because the other people who knew about the situations, would verify. Yep. I remember that. You know, when she's telling them amongst certain people that, you know, already know.
And if you laughing, they was like, "Who like when you crazy?" I'm like, I know we got crazy.
But Sable fam, we are working on something really big. We're just at the start of it, so we don't know if it's going to be the last quarter of this year or the first quarter of next year, right? Or we don't know if it's going to be first quarter of 2024. But we're working on something really, really big, so we're still kind of doing some research. I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love what we're about to do. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be something different, and it's going to be something for the whole family to enjoy. I'm telling you, this right here, this is going to be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer for our YouTube channel, and it's going to be a great game changer in some cases for content creators. We just have to make sure that we kind of dot every I, cross every T, because this thing right here is it's going to take some sacrifice, and it's going to take some thorough thinking out. So then we're able to line these things up. We think that you're going to love them, that you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to put us in a good place.
Yeah, it looks like we've been talking to you guys for
We've been talking to you for a long time, guys. You don't know. We're going to have to cut this thing, edit this thing down.
A lot of editing.
However, we are going to definitely do this more often. And we're going to make sure we do it more often with the kids as well, because they have a lot to say. They have a lot to say. So, until next time, goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for watching.